I started playing when I was 16 years old. Like a lot of teenage kids, took a couple of years of lessons. So between 16 and 18, I had a regular guitar teacher, like once a week, and did, like scales and like barred chords. But really basic stuff. Didn't really consider myself like a serious guitar player. It was just something to do, like a hobby. But it's something that I always kept on the side, that I always continued doing. But then I went to art school. I studied fine arts, and I completely dropped the music thing for a long time. But I always had my guitar, like, in my room or in the apartment. 4 years ago, I was online and I saw this old artifact. I saw this square instrument, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I started digging and realized that a lot of the guys in the 30s and the 20s during the Depression didn't have the money to buy manufactured instruments. So the first blues guys were actually making their own instruments. And the sound that was derived from those handmade instruments was really had a lot to do with the sound of that music at the time, right? There was this one guy called Chicken Bone John, and he was in Britain, and he's a musician, he's a blues musician, and he also makes these crazy like 3-string cigar box guitars. And I saw one of his and I contacted him, and I just wanted to buy one, and he wouldn't ship to Canada. He was kind of a hardcore, kind of really old school guy, checked his emails like, once every 3 months and answered everything at once, and then you never heard from him again. And said, oh, I won't ship to Canada, too much trouble. So then I said, screw it, like I'm gonna make my own. And that's really how it started. I started making about 5 a month and putting them up on eBay to see what would happen, and making little stories. So I said, I told myself I want to sell, like, I don't want to sell the instrument, I want to sell like the way of life, or so I'd write these little blurbs about the instrument and like the history, and like try to make them like they had like it was an entity in itself. They had a little personality. Several months after I started selling on eBay, a freelance writer, American writer, contacted me through eBay and said, I'm a freelancer for Playboy magazine, and I'm just starting out with them, and I need to impress them, like I need good stories, and I think this would make an awesome story for us. Like, you've got these wicked cigar labels, some of them have women on them, we have pin-up labels, and cigars and music, like it's perfect for our magazine. 2 months later, I get a magazine at home, and they did a little story, and they put our website. And that's when we got about 100 orders from that. I mean, they have 3 million readers, right? So that's really, in a sense, Playboy put Daddy Mojo on the map. Like, yeah, literally.